Welcome to Hildestone College's quick lesson series where our teachers give you some English language tips.
Hello! Now, did you know that there are actually two TH sounds in English? Well, there are. There's the which is the unvoiced sound, and you hear that in words like think. Then there's the sound, which is the voiced sound that you hear in that. Now, there's not a rule which helps you know which TH is which, but there is a guideline that can help you guess. Won't always be right, but it will help you a little bit. If the word is a verb or a noun, and there's a TH at the beginning, then it's very likely to be unvoiced. So we have think and thought, theory, thank, thorn, and so on. If a word is an article like the, or a pronoun like they or them, or other more grammatical words like this and that, those kinds of words, you can probably already hear that the TH sound at the beginning is the voiced one, the th. Now remember, it's not a rule, unfortunately, so there are plenty of exceptions. But it might help you guess correctly if you really can't check the pronunciation of a word. Of course, normally you can just have a look in the dictionary and then you'll be fine. Let's talk now about how to produce this sound, because both the voiced and the unvoiced are produced in pretty much the same way. First of all, take your finger and just place it so it's against the bottom of your nose, not the tip of your nose here, but the bottom of your nose here, and point it up so that it touches your lips. Can you see? Bottom of my nose, touching my lips. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is just poke out your tongue so that the tip just touches your finger. Okay? If you look, you see I'm just moving my tongue just to touch my finger. Okay? If you're not used to making this sound, then it might feel a bit strange to be poking your tongue out that way. But don't worry, it is correct. Once you've got the tongue position, then you can practice making the TH sound by pushing air out between your tongue and your teeth. Now remember, an unvoiced sound uses lots of air because it's only the air streaming out which creates the sound. So that's the sound. A voiced sound needs less air because you have the vibration of your vocal cords here which makes the sound. Now you might find that the voiced sound tickles your tongue and your lips because there's so much vibration there. So when you say the, it really can tickle here. Now of course it's a bit easier to make the sound when you're saying just one word or just the sound on its own. It is of course more difficult when you're saying the word in a sentence and you've got more to concentrate on than just where your tongue is. The problem in a sentence is, of course, your tongue has to keep moving all the time to produce all the different sounds that you're using. The only thing that will help you with this is practice. You need to practice moving your tongue to the right position accurately so often that the muscle, because your tongue is just one big muscle, remembers where to go without you needing to think about it. And that takes lots of practice. If you have a lazy tongue, it will be even more difficult. But who wants a lazy tongue? Your life will be much better if you improve that anyway. Now the TH is another sound, like some others that we've seen, where you can use a mirror to check. So you can actually look to see if you can see your tongue. In a moment, I'm going to say a couple of sentences that you can use to practice with. But before you start saying them, make sure you watch me carefully so that you know what the movement should look like, and then you can check yourself in the mirror. Okay? It's actually not very helpful if you're practicing making a sound which isn't correct, because all you're fixing in your mind then and in the muscle of your tongue is the wrong movement, and we don't want that. Okay? So, have a look carefully at what I'm doing, then try and copy and check yourself in your own little mirror. Okay? Okay, here comes the first sentence then. Thank them for the theory. Thank them for the theory. I'm going to give you a second sentence now in case you want another one to practice with. The thing threatened them. The thing threatened them. Okay, so you've seen me do it. You might want to watch again and then you have a go. There's another little trick that could help you if you're finding it difficult. Give it a go, see whether it does or not. If it doesn't, don't worry, don't use it. If it does help you, then that's great. Now, you might have seen some singers that when they're singing, they kind of do this with their hand to indicate to themselves where the note is. It helps them get the intervals right. Well, you might find it helps to remind yourself to move your tongue forwards. Okay, so try it when you're saying the sentences to practice. Just this movement to remind yourself about your tongue. But remember not to do it in conversation. Okay, people will think you're very strange if you do. So good for practicing, not so good for chatting. Okay, good luck, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. That's it for this lesson. Until next time, goodbye.